Hi everyone, Etta here. I have my empties and what I've been using for the week. It's not really that much this week. There's other things that I have been using that I didn't put in my basket, only because if you've watched my videos, you know that I had done a custom with Kay's where I created a scent called 221B Baker Street, and I am trying to come up with one that I want to name Sherlock. So I have been testing different waxes together to see if I can come up with one that that I like for Sherlock. I've actually come up with a couple that I really like. I just don't know that I want to name those Sherlock. They probably just are just blends that I came up with that I like. So those are ones that I have open that I'm starting to use. I just don't have them in here because I'm still working on the blends. So this is what I have, but I've tried something a little different. I've been using my purple basket that I had gotten from Aldi, and I've been using that to hold all the wax empty and in use. And I thought, you know, it becomes very difficult for me to figure out what I still have, you know, and I wind up opening other things because I forget that I've already opened some other stuff. So what I did was I'm continuing to use the purple one for all my empties, and I grabbed another little like plastic basket that I got from Dollar Tree, and that's where I'm putting the ones that I actually am using during the week. So I will still grab from my basket of things that are available to use, and if I use it, then it'll go, if I finish it, it'll go in the empty basket, and if I'm still or you know, if I used it but it has stuff in it, then I'm putting it in this basket. So I'm gonna start with the empty one, and again, it doesn't have very much in it for this week. So I had this bar which has been sitting in my room for a long time, and I think it's my last one I had of this, and I only had a few cubes left, and I think I might have used some maybe a month or so ago, and I keep it in the drawer in my bedroom, so I probably forgot to bring it when I was doing one of these once before. So I just had I think 4 cubes left, and I finished it this morning. I think I put it in my room this morning, and since it was only 4, I did the 2 warmers that are in the bedroom, and I put a different scent in the bathroom, and that was from a old Bring Back My Bar, one called Zephyr, and it was a scent that I really liked. And unfortunately, I think this was might even have been, I don't know if it was, I don't think it was before they had Bring Back My Bar, but it was probably before I had my current Bring Back My Bar Scentsy Club. I think it was before my current Scentsy Club, right? So before I was a consultant kind of thing. So I don't have it anymore. So it's a gorgeous scent. I love it. I hope one day it comes back again. This is one that I basically used also today. I was changing wax today because a lot of the stuff needed to be changed. So I thought, you know, I'll go ahead and take advantage of doing my video today, even though today is Thursday, because I know I won't be changing it tomorrow. So I was like, well, this is pretty much what I'm going to have used by the end of this week. So I went and I took out a fresh new clothesline, and then this one was in the basket of stuff that was already open, and I think I had 6 cubes left of Apple Crush. So let's see, I went to the room above the garage, the landing, this room, and the mud room, and I basically used all of this. So I mixed in the warmers, I mixed Clothesline and Apple Crush just to kind of see if I could give it. Clothesline is already going to have a laundry scent, but you know, you buy like laundry, I mean, we buy washer whiffs, right? And they're scented. We want them in different scents. So I thought, let me take Clothesline and mix it with like an apple scent and see if I kind of give it a little more you know, more scented kind of laundry kind of scent. So I did that. I can't really smell it in here right now, but that's because I've been smelling it a lot. So right now I'm a little nose blind to it, but I think it's working. I did not, once again, I did not rubber band anything, so sorry. I did finish up, this was one that was already open also. I finished A Peeling Apple, which I had opened up, I think, last week. This one I definitely had opened up possibly 2 weeks prior, and finally finished up. I think I only had like 2 little cubes left of sugar cookie, which again I would have used in a mix because I don't do sugar cookie by itself. It won't work for me. Like, my nose won't pick up something that kind of bakery by itself. I'm not going to smell. I'd have to use probably 4 cubes, and it would have to be sitting like right next to me before I could smell it. 2 cubes? No. So I definitely mixed it with something. And then this one, I think I opened it. I don't remember if I opened it this week or it was already open and I used it. I'm trying to see if I have something in here that makes me remember if I used it with something. No, I have no idea. But I used Berry Bright, which I did put in my club because it's one of those scents that's going away at the end of July. Speaking of, just in case you don't know, I did post on my Instagram, which then feeds to my my Facebook Scentsy page that I have, that starting on July 7th, so it already started, and it runs through July 14th, in case you haven't heard, they have the pre-order open for the Harry Potter collection. So it's the Harry Potter warmer and the collection of 4 scents, which should be the 4 houses. So you'd have, you know, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Hufflepuff. And the warmer is absolutely beautiful. So I actually saw a video from a Scentsy person where they had the warmer. So somebody like at the home office who had the warmer, and they kind of turned it. So because in the pictures, it's all the same shot. You only see like the one section of the warmer, and she actually kind of turned it, and which was nice. She didn't turn it all the way around, but I got to at least see more of it, and it's absolutely beautiful. It really, really is. So it's not available for purchase right now. It's actually available for pre-order. So you'd put a deposit down, and then when it actually is available, which they are expecting it to be around February of next year, February 2022, they expect it to be available. That's when you would finish your purchase and it would get shipped to you. So you can pre-order both the warmer and the wax. So just in case you're interested. And back to my wax of what I finished. I finished a bar of Plumeria Peach, which I think was open. This one I know was open because I only used a few cubes, and I think I did this one in my bedroom. Yes, it was in my bedroom. I did Plum and White Woods. I think I might have opened this one a couple of weeks ago because I think it was one that was sitting in there that was already open. Either that or I opened it this week and finished it all this week. I don't even know now. And then this one I know was already open because it was the one that I had opened when I was sick, and I only had 2 little cubes left of Stargazing, and I did this one on the landing. Oh, I remember now. The A Peeling Apple was red, and Stargazing is a very deep, 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 I don't know if you would call it a deep, deep, deep blue or deep, deep, deep purple, but it kind of, you know, you could kind of see it either way maybe. So on the landing on the 4th of July, was it the 4th of July? It had to have been the 4th of July. I have the Accord warmer, so it has the 3 dishes. So I put A Peeling Apple in one. I put Stargazing as kind of like the blue color in one. And I took, is it in here? I think it was, no, it's probably in my not finished Yes, here. It was this one. I remember now. This one, which is not finished, which is not a Scentsy wax. It was a vendor wax, but it was one that I wanted to try. So I put Moody with a Booty from L3 Waxy Wonders as the white one for the trio. So I had a red, white, and a blue kind of scent going on the 4th of July. Let's see. And then I think I mentioned already that I had taken out, I just have this sitting in there for when it runs out. I have the Luna pods going in the laundry right now. It'll probably be ready in the next couple of days to come out because I leave it on all the time. So I don't think that I'm going to get more than about a week to 2 weeks tops from it. So it'll probably be coming out of there soon. And then the only thing left in the empties is non-Scentsy, which I went through a little 2-ounce little shot cup from Kay Scented Melts of teakwood and coconut. Absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh. Very, very, very good. Really liked it. And I used from L3 Waxy Wonders, it came from the sampler that I had gotten of Today is October 3rd. So it was different scents that came with Today is October 3rd. And this was the one that was called So Fetch, which my daughter-in-law showed me all the different clips from Mean Girls so that I would know all of them. She's going to lend me the movie. She just hasn't gotten around to doing that yet. And so Fetch was Strawberry Pound Cake. Today is October 3rd. I finished that. I could, a little bunt. I cut it up into different little cubes, and I had used it in the living room. I think I used it in the kitchen. I use it in different places, and I just kind of use it all up on one day, just in different areas. I actually like that one. That I like her strawberry. I'm not a strawberry person usually. I'm very picky about strawberry, and so far the strawberries that I've smelled from L3 Waxy Wonders, so far the ones I've had, I've liked. So I like that. And then I finished this one, which was, I think it was 2 tarts of, also from L3 Waxy Wonders, Saltwater Mermaid Lighthouse. And I really like Saltwater Mermaid, and Lighthouse isn't bad. I mean, I think it smells good. I wasn't as crazy about the combination. It was okay, but I wasn't crazy about it. So I finished that one, and that's it for that. And then I have what I started working on, or was working on this week, but isn't empty yet. So I used some more from Hayden Rowe from my loaf of Tropical Wedding. And I remember I mixed this. I think I may have mixed this with Berry Bright, now that I'm thinking about it. Or with something else that's in here. I can't even remember now. But I used it a couple of times this week. So I did that. This one I've used quite a few times. I said in my bedroom I have Zephyr in the 2 warmers in my bedroom, and then in the bathroom I used from L3 Waxy Wonders Black Sugar, White Woods, Amber Oud. I love this scent. It is such a gorgeous bedroom scent. It's one of those, I think it's got to be the amber with the black sugar. Oh my goodness. That is just so, so good. I try to almost use it a little sparingly because I don't want to be out of it anytime soon. I also used another from another loaf from L3 Waxy Wonders. I had cut up and started using my Cantaloupe Cotton Candy, which I think this is actually the second one. Received 5, 6. I can't remember if this is the second one or the first one. No, I think it's the first one. I have a second one of that one because if you watched my video before, I thought I had gotten the wrong thing, and so she remade it for me, so I actually have 2 of them now. I used this one in the living room one day this week. This is Wake Up Alice from the Bathing Garden, which it has a like a grapefruit kind of scent to it. It's very vibrant, very grapefruit forward. It's very pretty. I like it. I don't remember it doing so well in the living room, though. I remember smelling it, but I don't know that it threw all that great. Excuse me. Let's see. And of course, I don't think there's going to probably be a week where I don't, in some form or another, use a coffee scent. So I've been trying to, before I start opening up some of my other coffee scents that I have, I wanted to try to finish some of the other ones that maybe I've already started. So I've been using this Rose Girls espresso. And I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got 4 cubes left. So depending on where I do it, like if I do it in my kitchen, I have a pretty big dish that I use on the warming zone of my stove. And I don't want to do like 1 cube because then the layer would just be so thin that the scent would be gone in, like that. So I usually will do like 2 cubes. And I did this week, wanting to expand on the scent. I'm not going to say I filled the dish. It was nowhere near full because it's a pretty big dish. But I had used 2 cubes of the espresso. And I used 2 cubes each of churro with apple butter frosting, which chances are you watch Lisa Rowberry, and if you've watched her for any amount of time, you know that she came up with this combo of churro and apple butter frosting, which is absolutely delicious. So I already know that I love that scent, and I thought, ooh, I think I'm going to mix it with espresso in the kitchen, and yes, I absolutely, I think I did that for with the kitchen, the thing will automatically turn off after a couple of hours, so I have to go back in there and turn it back on. So I'll usually cycle through a few times, and if I remember, I'll keep cycling through, but sometimes I'll forget. But I know I absolutely got two mornings worth, at least on that one. The first day, I probably had it going easily maybe 8 hours, and then after that I probably forgot. And sure enough, I grabbed the hardened wax the next morning and picked it up to smell the dish to see if it still had scent. Otherwise I was going to take the wax out, and I was like, oh yeah, it still has a lot of scent. Turn that thing right back on, smell it again for the next morning. Whew, it was so good. This may be what I mix with Berry Bright. I don't know. I show that I use 3 cubes of Tropic Tango. And I may very well have. I might have mixed it in a certain room. Ooh, I was about to put it in the trash one. And then I only have 2 cubes left because I was using, I used 2 rooms worth. Yes, I did. I mixed this with Tropical Wedding. That's what it was. So that Tropical Wedding from Hayden Rowe, which to me has a pretty pineapple scent to it. I mixed it with Cottage Garden, which is from Bring Back My Bar. Whew. And this sucker is so strong. I mean, strong. And last. So if I just do Tropical Wedding, I'll get good longevity from it. I don't get a ton of throw. I will smell it in a room, but it doesn't I don't walk in the room and go, oh, Tropical Wedding. It's kind of like, take a breath and go, oh, Tropical Wedding. Or when I'm, walking through the room and I walk past a warm, I'm like, ooh, there's that Tropical Wedding. But I mixed it with Cottage Garden, and yeah, the room was full. So I did the living room and I did the room above the garage with that combination. And if anything, on the 3rd day, I was like, that's it. I gotta change it. I'm trying to do some testing. I want to use these warmers to try a couple of tests, and I was like, I need that wax out of there. So if anything, I might have pulled it out tiny bit early. It was on the way out, but let's see. I did this one in my bedroom couple of days ago, and that was from L3 Waxy Wonders, What Dreams May Come, which has a lavender scent to it, and it did well. It didn't like blow me away or anything, but it did well. The one thing I just realized that I don't have in here that I did in my bedroom, I must have forgotten the little paper or whatever. It was one of those samples. If you watched my video from Blazed Wicks, I had little samples that were smiley faces. I had the one that was, I think it was Lavender Dreams, I think was the name of it, or Dreamland or something like that. And it had like the little lavender sprig pieces in it. I had cut that one in half and I put it in each of the warmers in my bedroom, and I would have used that other, this black sugar, amber oud, whatever. I would have used that one in the bathroom again. But I only cut it in half and I put it in the 2 warmers. And again, it kind of it shows me how my sniffer isn't quite working as well as it had been. I always smell everything much better than my husband. I'm one of those ones that can say there's something in the refrigerator that needs to get thrown out. And he's like, I don't smell anything. There's nothing in there, you know. And I'm like, I'm telling you, there's something in the refrigerator that does not smell good. And 2 days later, he's like, oh, there's such and such. It doesn't, you know, I threw it away. I was like, I told you there was something in there. My nose usually works better than his. But I remember when I put the What Dreams May Come in my bedroom, I said something about, no, not that one, the other one, the one from Blazed Wicks, the lavender one. I said, oh, I don't think I smell it. And he's like, I do. He's like, I could smell it. He's like, it's really soft, but I can smell it. And so I took like a deep breath, and then I was like, oh, okay, I smell it, you know. But it wasn't one of those things that I could just smell being in the room. It was more like I had to look for it in my breath, right? As I'm breathing in, I'm like, okay, there it is. But he said he could smell it. It's just that it was light. And so I don't know, maybe I needed to let it sit a little longer, and I'll probably let the rest of them sit longer, partially so they can cure a little longer, and maybe my nose can get a little better. So anyways, I showed you already that I did Moody with a Booty, because I did that one on the landing for the red, white, and blue. In the sunroom, one day I cut up this Wave Bar, I think that's what they called, Wave Bar, from the Pharmacist's Daughter of fruit salad. It was a very delicious scent. It's got a pour date of 6/1, and I probably did it right around the 1 month mark, you know, so like around July 1st kind of time. Maybe July 5th, July 4th, I don't know. And I could smell it, but it was like a light scent in the room. So for people who like a really light scent that you can smell, but it's not something that kind of really fills the room, something like that, I think it would be something that you would like. I enjoyed the scent. I just found it to be a light to medium kind of throw. So maybe it just didn't work. It wouldn't work for my sunroom. I think I'd have to maybe like in this room or something like that. And then I also did this one in the sunroom, and it was also from the Pharmacist's Daughter, and this one was called Energized. And this one was really nice. It says grapefruit, icy peppermint, Siberian forest, fresh rain, patchouli. I basically got a, not so much like peppermint, but like almost like a little icy grapefruit. Like a little bit of a vibrancy to the grapefruit, like the icy part, right? And it smelled really good. Sort of like the other one. Again, maybe the sunroom wasn't the place to do it. I could smell it, but if anything, it was probably a tiny bit stronger than the fruit salad, but almost like if I said the fruit salad was a 5, the Energized was a 6, something like that, you know. So I liked both scents. They're just not strong enough for the sunroom. And then I did, which was in that other one, this is just Lighthouse from L3 Waxy Wonders. I cut up the tart, And it says sea air, white musk, lavender, cashmere, amber, tonka, cedar, and plum. All things that, I mean, except for maybe the lavender, right? But all things that I like. I don't know. I think with the Salty Sea Air, I'm not as crazy about the combo. But I did do this one by itself in the bathroom, and I thought it was nice. I enjoyed it. I wasn't opposed to it. So maybe it's just the combo I'm not crazy about. And then the last thing in my basket of things that I've been working on was another one that I got from the Pharmacist's Daughter, and it's called Clean Shave. I love this one. This one is Barbershop and Rosemary Mint. That rosemary mint, I tell you what, I have figured out that I love rosemary mint. That is such a fantastic scent. And then in this combination, adding it with the Barbershop, you get that fresh, clean, and that mixed with the rosemary mint makes it a little makes it more manly kind of scented. But the Barbershop has this sweetness to it. So you mix that with the rosemary mint, and oh my goodness. I had this one in the half bath downstairs. I would go in there just to go smell it. I was like, I didn't even need to go to the bathroom. I was just like, I want to go smell the Clean Shave. It just smells so good. So this is the one that I had gone back into for the flash sale. Normally I probably would have tried to avoid, but one, it was a flash sale, stuff was on sale, and I was able to pick up more of this one. This is the one that I tried to put 5 into my cart, and 1 got taken out while I was trying to check out, so I was only able to get 4. But oh my goodness, in fact I want to smell it again. It's just so good. So the next time she has Clean Shave, I will be looking to pick up more of that. Yes, I do have 4 more of these, but I will leave it for everybody else to get to, but I definitely need at least a couple more so that I can continue to warm that one, because I'm going to want to put that one in my bedroom at some point. Anyways, that's it for the empties / what I used for this week. Again, like I said, I have some other ones that I actually started, but they're things that I'm using in blends to try to come up with my Sherlock scent that I want to do. I wanted to say thank you to those people who have helped me, who've given me ideas. Of course, my sister Bessie was the first one that sent me some ideas for Sherlock, and I think she was the one that kind of turned me on to the idea of using a tea. And I thought, yeah, you know, like Earl Grey or something, you know, kind of a British thing in my head. And then I had said something about it on one of my posts in K's, and several people had left me some really, really great ideas. And so I don't necessarily have all the scents that they mentioned, and so I'm kind of playing around with some other ones that I do have to see if I can come up with something, or if I want to just, I don't want to risk it and get a blend, name it, and then realize, no, that doesn't really work for Sherlock. So I want to kind of take my time and figure out, like I said, I came up with a couple of them already that I really, really, really like. My husband said they smell really good, but I don't think that they're necessarily good for Sherlock. So I'm going to keep trying. And if you do have any other ideas, I'm always open to it. I love the conversation. I love the input. I love the suggestions. You know, like anyone else, you can give me advice and it'll be up to me whether I take it, right? I love the ideas, because you might tell me use this particular scent, not knowing that it's a scent that I don't like, right? So I will always listen to the ideas. I might not be able to use them. But anyways, I've rambled on for long enough, and I hope that you enjoyed checking out what I've been using, what I finished. And I think you'll agree that I didn't use that much this week. I hope I have a better week next week. So Until next time, enjoy your scents, enjoy your day, and enjoy your journey. And I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.